What's up, Matt from Fab here. Today I'm going to be carrying on with the mini build, and as you can see here I'm doing the rear tubs so that I can bring the roll cage down to basically the top of that tub there where the shock mounts. So I've described a line which basically traces the inside edge of the tub to the outside and then measure 10mm down from that, and then that's my cut line, and that'll give me 10mm to fold flat to weld my inner piece to. So when I was doing this last time I would normally just do it with a hammer and dolly, and I had quite a few people recommend that I try this method, which is just a piece of bar with a slot cut in it, and then you can use that to just work your way around and fold the lip over, and that does actually work really well. So I will be using that from now on to do this. The only thing I'll do differently is just cut the slot a bit wider, so you could sort of run it along. It kept getting stuck on the panel, but other than that it's a good method. And then I just have to flatten that last bit out with the hammer and dolly, and then cut that, trim the bottom corner to get it to line up. And then this is my strip I've cut just to fill that in, which I'll clamp on with as many clamps as possible. And I've drilled a load of 7mm holes in the folded over lip, and then I'm just going to plug weld that onto the existing panel. So that's the outside finished, and then this is the inside, just running a few stitch welds down the join there, and that's basically the tub done on one side. So on this side I welded the holes up before I filled it in, because I realised that would be an easier option. And I just used a dolly on the back of the hole just to basically back the hole and make it a bit easier to fill it with the big welder. And that's that side cleaned up and done. So this is the rear stay foot plate, and I've notched that out so that that little recess just fits around the top of the shock mount. Just to tie the shock mount into the cage nicely. So the camera ran out of battery there, but that's that piece you just saw me put in with the lower section added to it. It's just a bit easier to weld, take this back out and then fully weld it round and then put it back in, rather than trying to get the welder into a really awkward spot. You know, you can do this with different sections of the cage just to make life a bit easier to get some of the welds. It's always good to have a torch so you can illuminate the area that you're working in, because you're always wedged in a dark corner when you're trying to weld up all these joints, so a magnetic torch really does help. So here I'm moving on to the rear cross, which is going in the back, and just checking that with a ruler to check that that's going to run straight up the other side. And that's a piece of tube when it comes straight off of the tube notcher, and then this is me beveling the edge, and you want to grind off the full thickness of the tube like that, so you know that when you're welding it, you're welding the full thickness of the tube and not just a little thin cut edge of it. And that's the last bit of welding on that back section finished. There's a few more tubes to go in yet, but that's the rear section of the cage all finished. That's going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.